you should comb your hair.
Look at these photos. This is a photo of an English teacher named Claire Orange. This is a photo she sent to one of her students on Facebook, a 16-year-old student. She is now being charged for sexual misconduct because she slept with one of her 16-year-old students at her home. And all this started from Facebook. In the state of Missouri, teachers and students are in August 28, 2011, Missouri passed a law to prohibit students social networking between teachers and students. So in Missouri, teachers are no longer allowed to commute through Facebook or private communications like Twitter or Instagram. So today, I'm going to share with you this: why teachers should not be friends with students on Facebook, what are other alternate ways to communicate with students, and what can happen if we do not stop inappropriate teacher-students relationship on Facebook. So let's start with why teachers should not be friends with students on Facebook. Teachers are in a position of responsibility and need to keep up their professional respect. And students see teachers as a friend. And the reason why Facebook could not work with students and teachers, because students would see their teachers as friends. And as a teacher, it's not professional to communicate with your students on Facebook. Facebook is made for socializing. For Facebook, it's a flirtatious website. It's to me, I see it as a dating website. So I don't see why a teacher would have communicate with your students on Facebook. And it has personal interests and privacy. And Facebook, you have to put your status of your relationship, post your private life. And I don't think it would be a good idea to have that website for your students to see your private life, because it should be separate from the classroom and your outdoor. Next, these are the related incidents that happened with teachers who shared that posted comments on Facebook. One teacher is facing losing her job because of a comment she made. She stated on her Facebook, "I'm fairly convinced that one of my students may be an evolutionary link between an orangutan and a human." This post here is inappropriate. Your students should not see what you're saying, posting things about your students being an orangutan. It's inappropriate. Your students shouldn't see that. One teacher here is losing his job because he would flirt with several students several females on his Facebook by posting stuff like, "Oh, this is sexy." That's inappropriate for a teacher. And I also found this information on Facebook, www.facebook.com. Facts. An estimated 4 to 5 million U.S. public school students may be at risk of becoming victims of sexual assault by schools, employees, and teachers. Since 2007, over 2,000 separate sexual abuse cases have been filed against U.S. public schools and employees. So this is a really high number, and I found this information on digitaljournal.com. What are other alternative ways to communicate with your students? Teachers have many options. One good way to use Facebook is create a wide classroom page for your students, so that parents can also see this. Use a school email. That's a good option. You use the school email to communicate with your students, not Facebook. Create a website for parents and students. And this is to be an effective communicating way for your parents to also see what you're posting to their child. And monitoring all online activities. In the state of Missouri, they have this where they monitor their teachers' comments or whatever they do online, so they can make sure they prevent issues with teachers with relationships. And I found this information on www.kidsfoundation.org. What happens if we do not stop inappropriate teachers and student relationship on Facebook? Students and parents lose trust of their students, of their teachers. So eventually, kids are not going to be safe to be able to communicate with their teachers or just in the classroom settings because of events like this. Students will have respect for their teachers. And I can see this as being an option too, because students gonna see their teachers as friends, and where teachers are mentors, they should be seen as friends for their students. In some cases, this would happen if this continued happening with Claire Orton, and we want to prevent that from happening to a minor. In conclusion, I have shared to you why teachers should not be friends with students on Facebook. What are other alternative ways to communicate with students? What can happen if we do not stop inappropriate teacher-student relationship on Facebook? So today I have shared with you the negative outcomes of teachers becoming friends with students on Facebook. So now you should ask yourself, should teachers be friends with students on Facebook? Thank you for listening.